Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. FBI stands for the Federal Bureau of Investigation, which strives to reduce crime rates and save many people's lives daily. The United States is proud to have developed the FBI to stand up against violence, crime, and murders to bring serenity and peace to American citizens and their children. The Bureau emerged in 1908 during the of Theodore Roosevelt when Attorney General Charles Bonaparte created a force of agents to work for the Department of Justice. Theodore Roosevelt and Charles Bonaparte were looking forward to creating a powerful law enforcement organization that could ensure national security. This is how it was formed at first and still exists nowadays, fulfilling the primary duty of securing peace within the state. However, it has to be mentioned that the FBI was not fully the same as it is today. In 1870, the agency underwent a partial duties management system. Since this was a newly formed organization to convey law enforcement, there had to be different departments, which the authorities did not quite know about at first because of the lack of experience. Nevertheless, in order to carry out crime prevention, they hire private detectives. In 1907, the Secret Service, reporting to its own chief, exercised this duty. This, however, did not imply impartial control over the organization by Bonaparte. As such, Congress agreed to form a separate force, which bore a significant historical twist for the FBI. Interestingly, the force that now had to be created had the most unexpected development history. Attorney General Bonaparte had to employ the agents, while there were only several worthy candidates. Therefore, he accepted several peonage investigators and secret agents who started working. Therefore, these people were gathered together to serve society and ensure security. It was evident that, somehow, they should have been examined. Thus, in July 1908, the team of these men reported to Chief Examiner Stanley. As a result, President Theodore Roosevelt and Attorney General Bonaparte claimed that those 34 men would be a permanent part of the Department of Justice from then on. However, the Bureau was named as it is known today by General Bonaparte's successor. His name was George Wickersham, and he claimed the organization to be named FBI in 1909. Although there was little need for federal crime investigations at those times, the agency has gained significant importance with time. The agency embarked on a challenging but successful plan of development. The next several years were significant for many achievements in knowledge management and the overall expansion of the organization. In several years, 300 agents and 300 members worked as support staff. There was a special agent to report to Washington. The Secret Service's former chief executive, William J. Flynn, was appointed to the FBI director's position in 1919. The same year, the FBI got a new tool to investigate crimes after the adoption of the National Motor Vehicle Act in order to persecute people illegally crossing the state borders. By 1917, there were 650 with 441 special agents. Significantly, in 1932, the FBI started its fingerprint collection, which serves as a great identification system nowadays. Since then, an extensive fingerprint collection has been developed and enriched by every department from every city. Hoover abolished the seniority rule of promotion, and he introduced uniform performance appraisals. In 1928, Hoover established a formal training course for new agents and an age requirement of 25 to 35 years range to apply. Hoover also went back to the earlier preference for special agents with accounting and law experience. The establishment of an identification division was accomplished in the early days of Hoover directorship. Identification records have been considered a crucial tool of law in tracking criminals. A federal kidnapping statute was passed by Congress in 1932, and in 1934, a number of federal crime laws that significantly enhanced the Bureau's jurisdiction were passed. When the Kansas City massacre happened, Congress gave statutory authority to Bureau agents to carry guns and make arrests. In July 1932, the Bureau of Investigation was named the United States of America Bureau of Investigation. The FBI is the principal investigative arm of the United States Department of Justice and a full member of the United States intelligence community. It has been given the authority and responsibility to investigate specific crimes allocated to it and to provide other law enforcement agencies with cooperative services like fingerprint identification, laboratory exams, and training. The FBI's mission includes protecting and defending the USA against terrorists and foreign intelligence threats. It also has to uphold and enforce the criminal laws of the USA and provide leadership and criminal justice services to all levels of government. The United States President appoints the FBI Director, and confirmation is left to the Senate. The Director can serve a maximum of 10 years. Currently, the FBI has over 35,437 employees and an annual budget of $7.9 billion.